Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I'd like to continue discussing certain foods that can cause headaches because I got huge response, global response, like so many individuals, especially in the Netherlands and UK. I think there was 2 people from India, but overwhelming responses to the surprise as to how certain foods that individuals have noticed they've been eating, especially peanuts. That was a big one. Peanuts, of course, I guess if you want to call it negative, I got yelled at about wine. Many women, they're not going to stop it. They'll just deal with the headaches. I got a lot of that. And there are individuals who are going to attempt taking a break from certain foods to see, if it's the cause for their headaches. And I recommend it. And I've even given some names of acupuncturists that are in my network globally in the Netherlands, India, and in UK that they should sit with. So I'm glad to hear, many of you are taking heed to some of the advice I'm giving, and is a matter of opinion in my podcasts. But I definitely want to continue on and recommending certain foods to consider, and one is going to surprise so many individuals. But citrus fruits such as oranges, lemons, grapefruits. See, these types of fruits can trigger a headache, and it usually does in about 18% of migraine sufferers globally. Okay. So, if you love citrus fruits but notice you're getting these migraine headaches, give yourself some time off from citrus fruits and see what happens. Give it a try. Another, believe it or not, chewing gum. Yep. And again, it contains aspartame. So you want to be careful, because this type of artificial sweetener tends to increase a person's frequency of headaches and migraine sufferers. And there are many individuals that I know love chewing gum, and oh my gosh, but it is a reality. And, I throw these foods out there just as food for thought. I like that. That if you take a break from some of these foods, let's just see if it was serving as a trigger. Now another, and I know at one point I was a big fan of this, and I have certain family members who love this dish, and it's couscous. It's couscous. And couscous can be rich with gluten. And many individuals are unaware that gluten tends to attack the nervous system, thereby causing headaches. So let's say if you suffer from celiac disease or you're gluten intolerant, you want to avoid couscous. And it's not to say that couscous is bad for you at all. Now another, and now, okay, last episode, I got yelled at by many women. I know the guys are going to get at me in this one, and it's beer. Yeah. Yep. Especially if you have or suffer from celiac disease, which acupuncture is great at treating. And I myself, from experience, have have treated individuals with celiac disease and complained about headaches, and I would ask them, do you drink beer? And they'd say, yeah. You have to keep in mind, both barley and rye, which is in beer, are grains that are rich in gluten. And it triggers migraine headaches. And from experience, patients would discontinue the beer and notice the frequency in headaches, migraine headaches, dissipated a great deal. Huge, a great deal. Now I know in the past I would preach about, eating this and the benefits of it. But I know I'm going to get some slack on this. And that's chocolate. Now, the jury's still out in a way. But chocolate has caffeine in it. And that's the trigger for the headache. It's the caffeine that's in it. So, and I'm not saying, in no way, shape, or form am I saying stop eating chocolate because it's due to your headaches. No. If I'm, throwing different types of foods out there, just think about it. Give yourself a little break and see what happens. See what happens. Because, it's all about your health, and this is why I recommend you see a physician on an annual basis. Regular full checkup, and then make regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist. Your life would change a great deal. Trust me, it would. Now another, I'm almost afraid to say this is ice cream. Yeah, ice cream. Yep. And it's usually, for the most part, okay, I'm not a dairy fan, and I preach a lot against eating dairy, especially in past podcasts I've done on inflammation, along with other things, arthritis. But ice cream, the headaches you'll experience are usually short, but can be long, and it's all tied to, honestly, brain freeze. And sometime or another, we all, figuratively speaking, we've all experienced brain freeze from eating something extremely cold and fast. Okay? And there are individuals who would experience brain freeze, but then it'll turn into a headache. And it'll last, and it's like, all right, they know, let me put this ice cream away. So that's where your headache could come from. That's your trigger. Right there, brain freeze. You know what? Do me a favor. If you're operating a vehicle right now, do me a favor and pull it over to the side of the road. And if you're crossing the street, I need you to hurry up and safely get across the street. And if you're carrying or lifting something heavy, take a moment, rest it down, because I need everyone in a relaxed state right now. Because I need you to close your eyes, and I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. Now guess what? Another food that's going to upset many people, many individuals, is sour cream. Okay, and I know many individuals enjoy sour cream as a dessert, or they include in their main dishes, but sour cream is loaded with tyramine, and tyramine has been known to cause headaches. So, if you're a sour cream lover, think about, and you suffer from headaches frequently, think about taking a break from it. Let's just see if that's a trigger. Now another is smoked salmon. And don't be upset, because I know you've heard me rave about salmon, why you need salmon. Again, smoked salmon contains tyramine as well as sulfites that tend to trigger headaches. So you really, really want to be careful. And just as I spoke of ice cream, I'll speak of milk. Especially if you're lactose intolerant. If you're lactose intolerant, there are individuals like after drinking milk, migraines will kick in and they don't even realize it's tied to the milk. I just recommend you removing milk from your diet altogether. Altogether. Strongly recommend that. And another is energy drinks. Now, I know I preach exercise and some will say, I don't have the energy, but I try and it gives me that oomph that I need. No, it gives you that caffeine shot that tends to increase your risk of suffering from a headache. I mean, it has so much caffeine in it. I mean, just like you're waiting for a migraine attack. It's almost like you're waiting for it. So if you can lose the energy drink, you need the energy. This is why I say regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist. Because acupuncture is great at reinvigorating qi and blood and just really getting you going when you need to get going. And it's about balancing out your yang energies, which are at its highest during the day. It's that balance of yin and yang. Yin peaks overnight. Okay? Just simply make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?